So today I'm going to Gate 20 in Brighton, where I'm going to be conducting some experience days for some aspiring pilots. Now, the caveat and the reason that I'm documenting and vlogging it is because it's incredibly important, in my opinion, if you're considering becoming an airline pilot, to do something similar. And what I mean by that is, and I had spoken to James, who's the actual founder of Gate 20. He co-founded it with a guy called Richard, who's an amazing engineer, and James is a captain as well. And his understanding, his take on getting exposure into the industry, for the majority of the people, it might encompass a trial flight or just a practice flight at your local aerodrome, one of those experience days. And by all means, that's a fantastic experience to have and a way to introduce yourself to the industry. However, how do you make the distinction as to whether or not you want to continue flying privately with a PPL or you want to continue flying as an airline pilot? Well, ultimately, getting hands-on experience in an airline associated simulator like an A320 simulator is one of the best ways you can do that. And so the reason that I'm a massive advocate for doing these experience days, and the reason that I'm actually conducting them for people, is because I think as well, and I'm aligned with James's idea, that it's very important to get real life experience of what an airline operation might look like, flying a big complex aircraft. And of course, trial flights in local aerodromes are super important. However, what you find is that when you go to these local aerodromes, and I had it myself, the majority of the people there are not airline pilots. And the majority of people there are people that are working towards that, or potentially instructors or anything similar. Now, on the flip side, let's say you go to an A320 simulator, the person that you're going to be sat with more than likely has flown an Airbus A320 or a 737 or whichever aircraft or simulator that you're going to before. And what does that mean? Well, that means that they're an airline pilot. So ultimately, you're in that position, sat next to someone that's experienced, where you can then offer and ask as many questions as you want to ask. And I think that's a really, really powerful point and a good introduction into the industry. And when I'm looking at it from a standpoint of when you're trying to figure out what's best for you, actually, I think a really good idea is going to a simulator. And that's in no way trying to nudge you or push you towards doing that, entirely up to you. I'm just simply voicing my personal take on it, having looked at it from a macro level and the impact and effect that it can have if you do go to a simulator experience. The caveat is that I conducted a simulator experience for my clients. There's a video that I made regarding that whole day. And one thing that I instilled within my clients is that this is what they're going to be doing for the rest of their life when they become airline pilots. Now, if I took them into a normal light aircraft, I couldn't say that to them. So one thing that I would encourage you to do is get yourself some hands-on simulator experience. Now, of course, if you want to go via Gate 20, that's entirely up to you. You don't have to, but it's the one that I'm currently facilitating because I have a really good relationship with the founders there. But you can go to any simulator. As long as you do some kind of experience to try and figure out whether or not it's going to work for you, I think that's fundamentally one of the most valuable things that you can do. Now, without further ado, I'm going to go and drive down to Brighton, where the simulator is actually located, and I'm going to conduct 2 sessions today for some individuals that have booked on. But that being said, I'll see you very shortly. So we got to Brighton and I managed to meet up with the 2 customers. They were both returners, so they had come before and they were coming again, so I decided to give them a bit more freedom with regards to what they wanted to do. Of course, the first time we have our own profiles that we'd like to follow so that they can get some experience and get some real hands-on exposure. These individuals had been here before, and one of them was actually very experienced in the microlight aircraft. He had his own microlight aircraft, so I opted to take him around LAX, and I let him fly low level around LAX to see a nice view of the city, and then I got him to land by himself onto Los Angeles International Airport, where he did a fantastic job with help from my prompts, of course. Now, the next client, he was a little bit less experienced, which was fine, so I helped him out periodically. I gave him some advice, and
helped him regather his experience from the last session that he did, because he'd only done one before, whilst the other had done multiple. And I managed to get him to fly around London, fly and follow the Thames, and then he came in for a landing into London Gatwick, where he did an absolutely amazing job. Now, fun fact, I actually hosted this session entirely for free from my own pocket. Of course, they paid Gate 20, but I didn't take anything in return, just because I simply enjoy the experience. And as well as that, Gate 20 have a massive rapport with myself. I really enjoy working there. I then got them to do a little scenario at the end where they had to actually land the aircraft with no knowledge of where they were. So it was a kind of escape room scenario where they had to basically get the aircraft on the ground as two passengers whilst the flight deck were incapacitated or had disappeared. So they did an amazing job and got it on the ground with their experience that I'd taught them throughout the session, and they both had a really good time.
Wow, nicely done, man. Kitty York, is that your first time? So I finished from the session. I had a pretty early flight the next day, so I didn't get a chance to update you guys at the end. But it was a really nice experience day for them. I had a really good time getting to know them over the course of the few hours that we spent together. And actually, one fundamental thing is that these days are not about how much you know, how quickly you can learn all of this information. But for me, I just wanted them to really enjoy it, really take it for what it was, which is an experience, and ask as many questions as they wanted to ask. These particular individuals were not interested in becoming pilots, which is fine, because equally you can go to these experience days with the scope of just trying something out that's new. And even to the extent, for example, the same way you'd go to Topgolf or to play football with your friends, you could equally just go to a simulator to try it out, see whether or not you enjoy it, try out looking at a new place. Like I took these clients into Los Angeles, I took them around London, and you can actually do the same thing. You can go and enjoy a day where you try and fly around Los Angeles. And at the end of the day, what I take from this, and for you guys, because I know that you're watching this video because you want to be an airline pilot or you're interested in it, I think for you, as someone that's got the scope of wanting to do this, these guys, bear in mind, had no interest in becoming airline pilots, and yet they enjoyed it thoroughly. And that's not just to boost my own ego. That's because I genuinely know that they enjoyed it. They left a really nice review afterwards at Gate 20 mentioning the session was great for them. But they had no interest in becoming airline pilots, and they enjoyed it. Now imagine for you. I know that it's going to be potentially a little bit expensive for some of you, but I guarantee you, in the long scope of your career of becoming an airline pilot, having that little ignition of a spark from an airline simulator experience will be worth every single penny in the long run, because you'll earn that money back very quickly if you do become an airline pilot. And as well as that, the experience you might learn from it, the advice that you can get from the airline pilot sat next to you. And again, I'm not asking you to do it with me. If you want to do it with me, that's fine. But if you want to do it with anybody, do it with anybody. But I advocate for you to get advice from the person that sat next to you. They're going to be an airline pilot more than likely. And so I would encourage you, if you're aspiring or looking at becoming an airline pilot and getting on your hands on big aircraft, then try out a big aircraft with an experienced person sat next to you. I can assure you, if they're experienced enough, regardless of your level, they'll cater to you and try and make it an enjoyable experience for you. And that was my intention today. Now, I don't want to overextend how long I talk about this. I can imagine you've gotten the message across that if you are thinking of becoming an airline pilot, this is the first step I would encourage you to take. Go and see whether or not it's worthwhile for you, whether or not this, however many thousands of pounds you're going to invest into the industry, is going to be worth it in the long run. Because I can guarantee from my experience of training and everything else, there were moments I really hated the training. I hated single engine flying. I hated the piston engine aircraft at times. But when I got into the airline world where I was flying complex aircraft, I guarantee you it was a different world altogether, and it made every single second of that difficulty worth it. And what I want you to do is get a bit of that exposure beforehand. And I wish I had gotten some airline experience exposure beforehand, because then I would have really known through those difficult times that the end was going to be worth it. But now I've looked through the entirety of that journey and I've understood it was absolutely worth every single penny I spent towards becoming an airline pilot. But now, having been in the position that I'd always wanted to be in, it was even better than I'd imagined. And I'm sure that when you get to that position where you're qualified and you're trained on this particular aircraft and you've gotten through all of the hurdles to get there and you understand what the aircraft's doing and you understand how you're going to utilize it to get the aircraft on the ground in a nice and efficient way, that's when everything clicks in your head, and that's when this industry becomes the best job on the planet. And I genuinely mean that with every premise of my heart, and that's why I do this. That's why I offer this guidance and advice to all of you. But with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's given you some insight and it's taught you a valuable lesson that you should definitely get some hands-on experience. But with that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.